to Laser Penguin Games. Today I'm going to be going over my Druid build in Diablo 2 Mini XL Sigma. I know there's a few of you have been waiting for this. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This time I just used a Belladonna, so I just put in the stats and I'm gonna go through the skills now. I guess you'll need to take a look at them, but it's more just to wear gear and then even out you just always want enough attack rating. Because you are a strength build, you will still need to get bonus attack rating and dexterity anyway, because or else you're just gonna miss everything. Alright, so we got a few different trees here. So the tree warden, the trap rat, and the werewolf, we're going to pretty much ignore all of those. They're no use to us. Then we're gonna go, I guess we'll start with the reward skills. So you're definitely gonna want the life shield, max that out. I just got 3,500 life right there. It's pretty good. Symbiosis we're gonna be using as well, and then we're gonna take Fairy Fire. I know you're thinking Force of Nature, maybe it's good, right? Because it'll give, like, it's really bad. If you're not a caster, it's like, I know it says adds damage to your weapon, but it's pathetic. Don't even touch it. Tremor is just another spell, so Fairy Fire is going to give us some toughness that we need. So we're going to take that, max that out. So those are our reward skills we're going to be using. Then we're going to go to the bow tree. So I use Cascade. You can pretty much use whatever. I'm gonna put one in each first. You can use whatever skill you want, really, but I like Cascade because it's just easy. You don't have to aim. You just click it and it shoots everything. So I'm gonna max that one out, and then we're gonna max out Elfin Weapons. And then we'll see how high it gets. So the way the Elfin Weapons works is for every 2 skills you put in another bow skill, it allows you to level up your Elfin Weapons again up to 1,000%. So I'm at 970 right now. So what I'm going to do is just dump some extra skills in... let's try Laughing Ghost. So you'll see I put 2 in there, and then it'll let me upgrade this again. So I'm at 995. I think that's fine where it is. I know I'm missing 5%, but I think that's okay. Then I'm gonna go to the corruption tree, actually, and then we're going to put 1 in each all the way down to acid fiends, and then I'll show you why. So we take a look at our symbiosis. The synergy bonuses are Mythal we're not going to worry about because that's cold and lightning spell damage, but Acid Fiends is going to give us more regeneration, and Elven Song is going to give us a chance to avoid damage. So we're going to focus on the avoid damage first. So we're going to max out Elven Song to get that synergy. And then whatever we have left over, which is not much, we can put Acid Fiends for a little bit of extra regeneration. Alright, so now that does it for the skills. For gear and ruins and jewels. No, this is going to be pretty much an option what you want to do. Because for me, I went with a crafted bow, but again, I'm going to show you some. There's plenty of options, which is nice compared to the boson. So you can use Fairy Fire, and the other skill you can go with Laughing Ghost, and that's sort of a different little build there you can try out. And then there's this other bow with if you're dumping everything to strength, then you get all this elemental attacks. So you have a few different things to try. I just went with more of a physical damage build here. So you can see it's a little bit messed up. It says adds 8 to 120 damage on the bow. And that's because here, I guess I'll show you. So I have 6 Tahas in there right now. We'll see. So originally you'll see it says 8 to 281, and it does to 506. But when I load it up with the Tahas, it doesn't know what to do because I'm adding another 8 to 120, so it gets rid of the original 281 damage and kind of just, I don't know, evaporates it. My bow was made through the Strength Shrine, but you're probably, if you're going to go with this build, you're going to want to use the Deadly Strike Shrines, which are, I mean, Intimidating, I believe. I don't even know if I have any right now. Maybe I don't. Maybe I use them all. But those are the ones you're going to use, and get as much Deadly Strike on your bow as possible. I mean, here I got pretty lucky because I got the added dip bonus. I got 4 to Druid skills, high ED, and then I got the luck bonus of attack rating as well. So, I mean, it's a pretty nice bow. For your quiver, you're gonna probably try to get. I had one, 2 to Druid skills one, and unfortunately, I used up all the arrows in it because I was using non-Druid skill bow attacks, and those will actually deplete your quiver. So just make sure if you put in a good quiver, you use only actual Druid bow skills. And you'll be fine, and your quiver won't deplete anymore. But I went through a few quivers, and I'm like, where the hell did they go? It's because I had normal attacks, right? I was just using normal attack on my left click before I got the helmet that I'm going to show you now, which is Savage Hunter, which gives you homing Nova Shot. And that's going to be the main, I guess, damage skill I'm going to be using. On the left click, and then I have Cascade on the right. So this is more of a single target on the left and a multi-shot on the right. For gloves, I went with Rogue Foresight. Again, basically, I was trying to build towards some Deadly Strike in this, but again, I'm missing, I think, 3 pieces I wanted at least to get, to complete the build. You'll see on the bow I added Deadly Strike because it didn't have it. So that's basically what you want to do, is add Deadly Strike. Your first stat you want to add on your bow. On the quiver, it's pretty much fill out your resistances and whatever else you need. On the helmet, for most of my gear I actually went with adding the 1 to 2 damage orb. So I just wanted to get as much physical damage as possible, and then after that I would probably add like maybe more defense. So basically, you want to get on your items things that you cannot get from just like getting learning signets and adding more stats and leveling. So you're looking at like defense bonus, total character defense bonus, and regen after you add your basic damage. In this case, the gloves are going to give War Spirit, which is more. I mean, this build has a ton of Crushing Blow, which unfortunately doesn't work on bosses, but it's going to let you clean up regular mobs very easily if you have a lot of attack speed. You'll see here I put in some Law runes just to get my stats up, because these gloves actually give you minus stats, and I kind of just brought it up. I put more Law runes in this helmet just to get all around attributes, because if you look at my stats, I'm really spreading them out well, and then they're all going to be increased that way, and then you'll just get a few bonus energy too, so that you don't have to worry about because your homing shot does take up quite a bit of mana. The amulet I wanted to get was Buried Hawk. It's a Sacred Unique, and it's got up to 10% Deadly Strike on it. However, I couldn't find one or trade for one last season, and I guess now it's just ended. I'm going to start a new character, but I've just been using Angel Heart for now. Not the bad. You could probably easily find a rare +4 attack speed, +4 to skills and attack speed amulet or something that's much better than this, but I was just using it for now. Just to fill in. I kept trying to trade. The ring you're going to want is Giant's Knuckle. I only ended up with one of them, but it's perfect for the build. It's going to give you Deadly Strike, more attack damage, attack speed, and physical resist, just everything, and life regen extra. So hopefully you can, I didn't ever find the second one, so right now I kind of filled in with a Rip Star. Just giving max damage. The life on hit doesn't obviously work when in range, so that's awful. So this is really just not the best ring for the build at all, but it's an okay filler if you're using physical damage. You're going to want armor. You're probably going to want strength beyond strength. There's another sacred unique armor with deadly strike on it. So if you build up your deadly strike really high, like that, the build will work a lot better. But for me, I just ended up with like a +2 to all skill, strength armor, strength crushing blow armor, and then basically just went with that, and then put a whole bunch of, you can see 90% attack speed in my armor. So I just have a bunch of increased attack speed jewels and a bunch of extra stats in here. So it's an okay filler, but it's not ideal, obviously. Boots, I kind of just went with Titan Steps. It's always just an extra, basically 200 damage of all the elements, and then crushing blow, a little life. I mean, you can definitely sub out the boots for something else, crafted or anything you really want here, because I didn't really find any good deadly strike boots. So that's pretty much an option to do whatever you want. The belt, I went with Endless Loop for the basically more attack speed. So this is going to give you just a straight up big attack speed buff, some more life regen. It's going to give you slow target, which is nice, and I guess just faster hit recovery. Just a bunch of good things that you kind of just need, and the belt's got them all. And you get a bunch of attributes too. So that can pretty much it for gear. But yeah, there's a lot of options. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the cow leg, and then I can show. Why did I go Black Marsh? Let's go Stony Field, and I can show you how the build holds up in at least the cow level. You'll see I ended up with over 11,000 hit points and 8,500 damage, but I'm going to show you the buffs after. I'm not even putting the buffs on until I get to cow level. I guess I can try and use them on Griswold, but yeah, so leave him be. Leave him be. I could probably kill him quick. You guys probably want to see me kill him. Alright, let's put on some buffs. I'll show you more. Oh yeah, I gotta show the offhand weapon too that I'm using, I guess. Alright, so let's see if we can melt Griswold here. There you go. And it's free sacred armor. One all skills. Drops it every time. Alright, let's go to town. Okay, so I'm gonna open cows here. So my offhand weapon, which you didn't get to see yet, is going to be Shamanka, which is going to give us Bloodlust and add a lot of physical damage to help with extra. Just give us a damage boost. If you don't have it, a good offhand to get is Najad King, I guess it's called, which gives you your charm ability. Which is nice to use as an offhand in certain areas, and then it'll give you, when you're buffing, it'll make your Mark of the Wild last longer, which is nice because it's really, really short and falls off all the time. But as soon as I get in the portal here, I'll show. So I have it, Mark of the Wild here. Then I'm going to get War Spirit from the gloves, which is going to give us some more crushing blow, and then do a little bit of damage. Symbiosis. And then I'm going to add, that's the Bloodlust, and I don't have the other one. Mythal? No. I think I have it on. Oh, it's Bloodlust. Oh, the other one was Fairy Fire. That's giving us... So we're actually getting Avoidance from 2 different skills, which is nice, because when your bow's on, you don't get shit, and you have less HP, and actually have a decent amount of armor too. I have 125,000. And wow. I'm just gonna just basically hose down these cows, no problem. Cow King's just gonna drop. Just the amount of crushing blow, I think you can't really see it on the stat, but it's a lot, because I think the elven weapons give more crushing blow. Check it out. I think it's just ridiculous, the amount of crushing blow. So skill trees, if we're looking at, yeah, so I'm getting 34% just from elven weapons. Then my War Spirit is going to add another 4%. Then I have more on my boots. I mean, I think I'm over 50% crushing blow. Not that I was trying to get that. I was trying to go for Deadly Strike. But it just it works out nice to just the more attack speed you have, you can just hose everything down really. Eventually, if it's on a boss, it'll die pretty quick. And then you can use your homing Nova Shot. So the thing about homing Nova Shot too is when you look at it, it just says, I guess I looked it up, but it's basically, you'll see it's like every arrow only does like 25% weapon damage. But then you're like, okay, well that's crappy, right? But then as soon as you realize how many arrows you're firing, you're like, that's a lot of damage. And if you get the Deadly Strike, and they can all basically be critting, it's huge damage. And it's super relaxed because you never have to aim. You just point it. You can fire it away. Everything. You just look the other way and you shoot, and everything dies. Which is real nice. You just don't have to care. Just no aim whatsoever. And that's pretty much it, really. I definitely enjoyed it a lot more than the Boson build, even though when you look at the page after, here, let me buff up, it's still like, it's only going to really saying that I'm doing like 9,000 damage, right? But you'll notice like I'm just so much tougher, and I'm actually doing more damage faster than the poison Boson was anyway. You just it's on hit now, and now your damage is on hit. Instead of waiting 4 seconds. So I'm going to fire 4 shots before the Boson gets the poison damage on, like, in there anyway. So yeah, I'd say give it a try. If you're disappointed in your Boson, definitely try out some of the other bows. The only thing you really need for the build is the helmet. The rest you can kind of sub in, and if you want to go for the physical like I did, then just try to build up Deadly Strike. Alright, thanks for watching this, and we'll see you in the next video.